Today's gangster girls seem to want as much of what they call respect as the boys get. And the News Center's David Okarski reports many gangster girls are just as familiar as the boys are with deadly violence.
That's okay, those is rats. You might not never see that car again.
We used to hang out on all these corners right here. All four of these corners was our hangout. There used to be a building right here to our right. My homeboy got shot over there. We didn't lost one of our homeboys over there.
25-year-old Nicole Taylor joined her Northeast Portland gang almost 10 years ago after rivals murdered a close friend. Nicole herself has been shot twice and feels lucky to be alive. She's completed probation for selling crack cocaine. Now she's writing a book about her Portland gang experience. Life has changed for girl gangsters since Nicole joined the scene 10 years ago. They used to be the boys' scapegoats, alibis, and decoys. Often would carry the guns and the drugs because police would seldom search them. And most had little influence within the male-dominated gangs. Now, girls are forming their own gang cliques like this and adopting the same dress and behavior as the boys.
It means if you're going to do it, do it. If you ain't going to do it, don't halfway do it. It means the rivals.
It ain't no joke.
We're going to kill them. We'll kill them all. We'll kill them dead. They shoot at us. We'll shoot right back at them.
She may sound just like another tough-talking teenager, but too many young people have died to take her words lightly. No one knows for sure why girl gangsters are acting tougher, but the reason may go back to why gangs usually get started in the first place: self-defense.
You got to get somebody before they get you.
Back at it. You got to see
well, we could have been had a few times. Many times we could have been dead.
Just do or die.
It ain't our time to go
What you
yet.
got to do?
We ain't going to die until it's our time to go. It ain't our time to go yet.
David Okarski, News Center 6.
While gangs start for self-defense, police say they can attract dangerous and violent people. Now, we don't know that the girls you saw committed any violent crimes, and we should note that while you saw only African Americans, all races are well represented in Portland's gangs. Tomorrow night, you'll see how a gang can change a girl's life, even if she doesn't join it.
Still to come, rough weather in the southeast. We've got that Miami tornado to show you. Police say our young high school girls are more prone to forming their own gangs than they were just 5 years ago. Well, last night in part one of David Okarski's special report on Gangster Girls, you met some of those members. Tonight, David is going to report that a gang can get a girl in trouble even if she doesn't join it. How does that happen, David?
Well, typically what happens, Shirley, is that young boys and girls will meet an older gang member somewhere in their neighborhood, maybe in a park like this, beautiful Lentz Park in southeast Portland. They'll start imitating that older gang member's behavior, maybe starting to skip school or get into some trouble. In fact, that profile fits all three of the young women that you're about to meet. One of those girls, however, when she started to meet and started to run with the Gangster Girls, found out what big-time trouble was all about.
You know, you're going to have to make the request to come in and talk to them about these.
21-year-old Lisa Boyer is on the Portland Police Bureau's gang list. Her record puts her at the scene of a firearm theft, an assault, and more. But she's never been arrested, says she's never actually belonged to a gang, and that the police record is wrong. She says she got on the gang list because she made friends with gangsters when she was in middle school.
First it was going to school, skipping class, then it ended up to skipping school for the whole day period. And then we like changed phone numbers, changed addresses, so it was like together like 24 hours a day.
Counselors call girls like Lisa gang affected. They don't belong to gangs, don't flash the signs or wear the colors like the girls who do. Gang affected girls just go along for the fun, but often end up with a police record instead of a high school diploma, and often end up pregnant.
Come on. My name is Emily.
When she started running with the gangsters and had her first child, Lisa was only 13 years old, the same age as Amber and Whitney, who have begun hanging out with gang members.
You get your way most of the time when you're related with them, and you just usually get to do whatever you want instead of being stuck in your house. They take care of you. They're just always there for you.
You've seen people get hurt?
Yeah.
How badly?
I've seen people get put in the hospital for like 3 weeks to 2 weeks.
When you see them fight, when you see the girls fight, you think that they were boys fighting because they fight. I mean,
They
really
fight just
good.
as good as boys do.
They fight almost better than the boys.
Youth gang outreach counselor Angie Turner says Amber and Whitney are now gang affected, but they're at risk of actually joining gangs.
Who's at risk?
Everyone's at risk. I mean, as women, you have the same emotions no matter what color you are, what financial background you're coming from. It's just you're becoming a woman, and you know, you just come to a point in your life where you feel like, you know, does anyone love me? Am I ever going to have a boyfriend? You know, why am I getting the attention that other girls are getting in school? You start paying a lot more attention to what other people are doing and not really be in tune with yourself. So it could be anyone at any time.
Turner is helping Amber work out family problems that may have pushed the one-time A student to skip school and could one day drive her to join a gang. She's helping Lisa leave the gangster world for a better, safer life for herself and her 2 children.
I wanted to be able to tell them how hard I went through, how much stuff I had went through, and to give them a lesson to show them don't go that way.
Right.
Don't go that way.
Now, until recently, many girls who were associated with gangs never actually joined the gangs, and actually the gangs found that they could use those girls better as non-gang members. For example, a girl with a clean police record can legally buy a gun, put the gun in the trunk of her car, lock it, call police, tell them the car's been broken into and the gun's been stolen. That gun frequently is found later on to have been involved in a drive-by shooting. So girls get involved in all kinds of things when they run with a gang but don't actually become gang members. Shirley?
But I hear those 2 girls telling you that they see violence, they see their friends getting hurt, and yet they continue with the gangs. Are things so bad at home for them that that doesn't matter?
Well, I think it's more difficult to leave a situation like that than it seems. At least this is what we've been told. The gang actually becomes a kind of a family, and it doesn't often even have anything to do with whether they come from a so-called good family or a bad family. Many times it's a dysfunctional family, but sometimes apparently it's not, and they come from all economic backgrounds. So it's a very difficult situation to leave once you're in it.
Mm-hmm. And I know this is important, and you really want to stress this, that gang members come from all economic and racial backgrounds.
That's true.
And tomorrow night we're going to meet 2 more of the Portland Gangster girls, is that right?
That's right. Yeah, 2 more of the gangster girls who, one still belongs to a gang. She's 25 years old. The other, her contemporary, also 25, belonged to the same gang but has left. And they're both trying to work to pull other younger girls out of it and stop a lot of the violence if they can.
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe some of the young girls will learn something from your report. Thank you, David Okarski, reporting from Southeast Portland.
Gangs are really not new to Portland. They
No.
had them back in the 50s and 60s. They had turf fights, but using guns to commit crimes by gangs, that is new.
Much more violent these days. Coming up, it's called Cholestin.
On Portland streets, gangster girls are getting rougher and tougher than ever. In special reports over the last 2 nights, News Center's David Okarski has shown you how some girls are forming their own gangs and how some get in trouble without even joining when they hang out with the real gangsters. But there is hope. David, I understand there are gangster girls who are actually trying to stop this violence.
Well, that's right, Mike. You know, just because you belong to a gang doesn't mean you don't have feelings or emotions or that you don't feel grief or remorse. Even here in Milwaukee, at the Milwaukee Transit Mall, where you might see some white racist skinheads, you hear stories about the rare gangster among any of the groups in Portland who leaves the gang, gets tired of it, comes back then to the gang to try to help out some of his or her former homeboys and homegirls get out. Now tonight we're going to meet 2 gangster girls, one of whom still claims gang membership. The other one says that she's left, but she's come back, and both of them want to make change on Portland streets.
To me, if they had on the color red, I knew exactly where their mind was, where their hearts were, and I'd been there.
Salmeen Rodriguez and Nicole Taylor are among Portland's original gangster girls. 10 years ago, after a friend was murdered, they joined the Woodlawn Bloods.
Go outside, act crazy, get drunk, and just say you don't care what happens to you. You know, go outside, mess with people because you don't care. You don't care if you live or die.
Now 25 years old, Taylor has been shot twice, has completed probation for selling crack on the street, and still claims gang membership. Rodriguez has left the gang and has won an award from Mayor Katz for reaching out to people like Nicole. Both now belong to a small circle of women trying to restore hope among the homeboys and girls and end the killing.
They can't stop. It just takes somebody strong, I guess. Can't have somebody that ain't been there to help try to stop. I think you have to have somebody that's been there, done that, and they gonna look up to them.
Somebody like you?
Or somebody like her.
And when I think about it, I'm sorry. When I think about it, I beat myself in the head because so many passed away that I couldn't reach.
Rodriguez still wears the Blood Gang's color red to show everyone that even a former gangster can win an award and do good in the community. Her method is to help one person at a time. Now she's focusing her efforts on Nicole.
Because Nicole, I don't know. How would you put it?
You probably came to me to get to the other ones also too?
Yeah. It's like each one teach one. You have to come back and grab one so that one can grab another. It has to be a chain reaction and domino effect or it's not going to work. Nicole has so much potential. I mean, like right now she's writing a book and she has an opportunity to get that published.
Salmeen Rodriguez says there's talent in Portland streets. She wants to convince Portland businesses to give Nicole and other young people like her something to live for.
Because like they say, the schools are failing. The system is failing. So I'm not saying give them a handout, just help them point them in the right direction.